Being hardstuck sucks, let's admit that. And to be honest, with the amount of competition you're gonna have, especially in Diamond, because I like to think Diamond has the broad spectrum of hardstuck, progressing, and just a complete lunatic. It has all types of players, and to be honest, well, yeah, I've shown this before, but in this video, of course, it's a plug. Yeah, the distribution should be quite obvious by now, and you should realize that all the competition is in Diamond, but now it's actually shifting as well to Champ. And as it shifts upwards now, well, I'm starting to feel it as well. I've not played the game for a whole month almost, and to get back into the flow of it is ridiculous. It's painful. I can't. I mean, I make videos obviously in training and stuff, but I can't actually, like, I'm struggling to keep up with online. I've played casual and that's it. It's a combination of factors, but the thing that we have to accept when being hardstuck, because that is what I want to make the video about. That's it. The reality about being hardstuck. You have to accept the fact that teammates will be a burden so often, as much as you will be a burden to them. You have to get out the ego, I guess. You could say there's a big ego about us in general, you know, it's me. I believe that I'm doing better. If you have an off day, you'll say, well, why aren't my teammates stepping up? Why do I have to carry? All that is a little negative, if I can pronounce that properly. Any sort of negativity is going to result in a wonderful losing streak that will just bring you back down Diamond 1 Div 4, continue on with your life, you quit the game, etc. But the thing is, you need to embrace the struggle, and you need to develop good habits while you're in Rocket League. Of course, it is a struggle in both ways, really. I mean, yeah, the game hasn't really progressed much as a game. There should be more work putting into it, and there's not, because we know the obvious reason, but they will not be mentioned too much in this video. It's mostly about us, you know, it's about hardstuck. It is about the zero progression, it's the struggle, the eternal struggle to get out of Diamond, get out of Champ. That huge jump from Diamond to Champ can even take 6 months, a year, 2 years. Don't put a time frame on when you want to progress, because it gets quite stressful. Let's just say that, and even if it's not stressful, it's a really unrealistic expectation sometimes to say that I want to get Diamond by the end of this month as a Plat 2 at the moment. Well, it might not happen, it might happen. Just focus on you progressing. You might even get even further. Set the bar so high that you can at least, even if you don't succeed at that bar, you've set such a high standard that the average basically of what you've done, your work, will be enough to, you know, be better than all the other guys. So what I'm saying is, you know, increase your workload, be efficient with your training, and also you have to accept the fact that Diamond, Champ, Plat, all this, it's a different breed. I'm not trying to come out for the Grand Champs here because, yeah, Grand Champ, I'm not a Grand Champ, so what would I be speaking about? However, I do have probably enough experience with the game to say some of this. I'm not exactly the best, but maybe from, let's say, a spectator, you could say I'm probably better at analysing the game or telling people what to do. Sounds stupid. I do want to move on now, and I do want to mention this because I think I want to say this a lot. Like, I really want to say this to people. People who tell me, you know, they're not doing well, or friends I play with, that we just go on a losing streak. You know, I have this trio I play with. We'll go on these horrible losing streaks. And the thing is, it's about playstyle. A lot of the times I realize there's no point in me trying to play to my maximum as an attacking player, as a defend everything. No, I couldn't get easily MVP every match. You can as well. You probably in your rank, if you really treated the game like it's your final, you could chase every ball, you can get a goal. The reality is it's just inefficient. You're not getting anywhere. Your progression will go down the drain. And, well, I'll bring in an analogy so you understand this. You know, in football, you got guys, you know, who score 15 to 20 goals a season, or I should say soccer, because, yeah, for the Americans, yeah, they can score 15 goals just by tapping it, that's it. Sitting by the net, close to the net, goal hanging, headers, tap-ins, etc. And they're efficient. They get the job done, just as how you should get the job done. Even in a game like Rocket League, because there's luck, but there's also the factor of positioning, which influences if you're going to be lucky, or, you know, people are going to call you, you're very lucky with the bounces, the ball's coming to you constantly. It's not like that. It really is just positioning, and that's a problem with being hardstuck. You're just not changing that style. It's not about your mechanics upgrading, because believe mechanics will not get you out faster than a good game sense. It's very cliche. I know you've heard this millions of times. It's not mechanics, it's game sense. Well, I'd say honestly, yeah. Work on just consistent shots, consistent positioning, consistent rotations before you actually work on stuff like musty flicks and just even the basic flick, you know, just get a grasp of how to flick the ball. You don't need to be able to musty flick, or what is it, breezy flick or something like that. I don't know, but just all these crazy mechanics. You know, you can wall dash, you can learn to do that, but there's also not much need as a diamond, as a champ. I see people do these weird mechanics. But we'll play them. I'll play them in 1v1. I'll beat them 3-0. And then I'll say, just what on earth? How is he 10 times better than me as a player? Well, no, he's not actually. He's not better as a player, because clearly he's incapable of doing the basics. And that's kind of the reality you have to accept. And you have to embrace that struggle of finding consistency in your rank, because I think that's the biggest part of getting out of your rank. And yeah, when you look at the distribution of ranks, I said, you're competing with a lot of people in Diamond. So don't get put off at all. Just keep working hard at it, because it's not like we're in a too toxic of a community. I think recently it's getting better. Maybe I've not played the game enough, but I'd say it's getting better. Don't know about you guys, but you can give me back some feedback, because I'm not sure. Is it toxic? If it is, I understand. Because I mean, look, I see there's not a lot of progress in the game itself from the guys who will not be named, the developers. And obviously that puts a lot of people off. People get angry. People are, there's 12-year-olds play this game as well. You have to accept the fact you're playing with a very young, and also some older people as well. There's a huge spectrum of people you play with, so just accept that. And either way, I think taking off chat, just speaking with your friends and voice chat, you don't really need to engage in chat, text chat, etc. But at the same time, it shouldn't really put you off either. It's literally a game. Yeah, I know, how much more cliche can we get in one video?